Hi guys, I'm Lakota Thurman and this is my channel, and I am very excited for my video today. I'm going to be talking about how I cast my novels, which is something that I've always put way too much thought into without even realizing it. I try to make my cast for any novel that I write as diverse as possible. For example, in one book I have an amputee veteran who is an integral part of a story, because I feel like the type of people that I am going to be describing today are not that they're not well represented in a book, but that they're just not put in a lot of books, and that doesn't make sense to me. So, like I said, I have an amputee veteran, I have a protagonist with major anxiety, I have an African American couple with a biracial granddaughter in one, because families are incredibly diverse things. There's so many different types of families. Like me, I have my biological family, but I also have my friends who are, to me, a part of my family and a part of my everyday life, and I would be just as distraught if something happened to one of them as if something happened to my biological family. And I feel like it's important to represent that in each of my books somehow. Not always the same way, but somehow. I have a short, stumpy character that saves lives, is incredibly heroic throughout the book, whereas most short, stumpy characters are usually the jokesters and the ones that have to be kind of towed along behind the protagonist, and I don't feel like that's a fair assumption, because just because you're short, like me, or stumpy, doesn't mean that you're incapable of heroism. And I'm actually getting ready to write a book about Aztec culture, which I'm very excited about, and I can't wait to start actually plotting, because I feel like you always see books about Egyptian culture, about Greek culture, but you don't see much about like Aztec culture and Japanese culture and stuff like that, and I want to write a few books like that, because I enjoy these quote-unquote obscure cultures that aren't as picked apart, I guess, by books and movies and TV shows. I want to put ordinary people in extraordinary situations and watch them muddle their way through it. Because bad things don't always happen to beautiful, incredibly talented, and highly skilled people all the time. Sometimes Joe from down the street gets abducted by aliens and has to figure out how to get home without dying. And I feel like reading a story like that is much more interesting than seeing the highly trained Green Beret go save the girl and kill all the bad guys, because he's a Green Beret, that's what he's been trained to do. It's extraordinary, don't get me wrong, but I feel like Joe Nobody needs to be given a little bit more of the limelight every once in a while. But how do you cast your characters? Do you put as much or too much thought into it like I do? If you do, comment and let me know. Tell me how you figure out your characters. And tell me what your favorite character type is. And if you're like me and you kind of like the underdog, not trained at all, kind of has to muddle their way through it type of person. But that's going to be all for today, guys. I hope you liked this video. If you did, like and comment down below, and I will see you guys for another one. Bye!